Let's just again talk about the motion. We have no a object is moving and it is changing its position from A to B, so it is said to be in motion. But how fast an object is moving or how slow an object is moving, we determine this with the help of average speed. Average speed is distance traveled upon time taken. Let's take an example of an athlete. An athlete is starting a race from point A and it finishes the race at point B. Both A and B are 100 meters apart and it finishes its race in 10 seconds. So its average speed is distance travel is 100 meter, time taken is 10 seconds. So it is 10 meters per second. Here meters per second is the SI unit of the average speed. We are not taking the direction in this average speed. Direction is not there. So in the example in your NCRT books, there is an example of a postman. In the ancient time, we calculate the distances in the yojanas. A postman is have to cover the 210 yojanas to reach each other, and one postman, that is postman A, is traveling at 9 yojanas per day, and second postman is traveling with 4 yojanas per day, sorry, 5 yojanas per day, 5 yojanas per day, and they have to cover the meet each other, that is they have to cover the 210 yojanas together. So total distance covered कितना आएगा? Distance covered without taking under the consideration of the direction, that is 210, and distance covered by 2 in one day, distance covered by 2 in one day is 9 plus 5, that is 14 yojanas. So when will they meet? 210 divided by 14. This is time taken by them to meet each other is 210 divided by 14, that is 15 days. After 15 days, they will meet each other. So we are not taking under consideration the direction in this case. But if we take the direction in the speed, then what will happen? Then we have another physical quantity, that is the average velocity. Now, average velocity is change in position of objects, change in position. And this change in position is represented by displacement. Here the direction comes into play upon time taken. Upon time taken. Again, a athlete is moving from A to B in the right side of the track, then its speed is its velocity is 100 upon 10, that is 10 meters per second. Here we have the SI unit of velocity is also 10 meters per second. So the therefore average velocity and average speed has the same SI units, meters per second. We can write meters per second like this, or meters per s minus raised to power minus 1. Now let's take an example of the swimming pool. In your book, there is an example of a Sarah moving in a swimming pool. So moving back and forth. Swimming pool is 25 meter apart. And swimming pool is 25 meter apart, and it is taken. He has taken the 50 seconds to move back and forth. To move back and forth, he has taken the 50 seconds. So average speed is of Sarang is average speed. I am now calculating the average speed. The total distance 25 plus 50 and total time taken is 50 seconds. The average speed is 1 meters per second of the saran. But average velocity is, since the displacement is 0, there is no change in the position of the saran, displacement is 0, so its average velocity is 0 meters per second. That's how the direction comes into the place in the average velocity. And we have a simple equation for the average velocity is V AV. Displacement is represented by S and time taken is by T. VA S upon T. The SI unit of average velocity is meters per second, or we can write it like ms raised to power minus 1.